guys, today is Saturday, August 22nd, and welcome to episode 36 of Knits and Stuff. My name is Alicia, and today we'll be talking about works in progress, pretty things, local delights, and wibbly wobbly timey-wimey. First, welcome to those of you that are new, and for those of you that are returning watchers, thanks for coming back. If you haven't already, there's a group on Ravelry that you can join. It's called the Knits and Stuff Podcast. And you can find the link, which will be in the show notes, which are at knitsandstuff.wordpress.com. So let's get started. Works in progress. I have worked on my socks a little bit. These are toe-up socks with a difference. And they are out of Mustache Yarn Perfect Sock in the colorway Dark Side of the Moon. And this is just the first sock. I'm knitting them on US 1s, and these are Hiya needles. And this is where I was last time I showed them, and I got quite a bit done, more than I was planning on, because I was knitting away while we were having a barbecue and didn't get a chance to measure where the heel was, so I think these are going to turn into afterthought heel socks. So I'll probably just keep knitting and then figure out where the heel's going to be, and then make an afterthought heel. So that'll be my first time trying that, so it's exciting. Yeah, so those are my socks, and they're in a new project bag, which is part of the Pretty Things. But this is a Silver Shed bag, a small bag that I got recently. So that is my first work in progress. And then I started something new. I'm also working on an English embroidery cowl by Miss Lena. And that's what there you go. So that's what it looks like. It's out of the Uncommon Thread BFL Light DK in the colorway Spumoni, and I got this yarn at Loop in London, and I'm using US 8s 5.0 millimeters, and I have also a little stitch marker that I got from Loop in London as well, but they're actually from from a shop in Oakland. Now I can't remember what the name was. I put it on Instagram, but I didn't. I didn't write it down in the show notes. I will put it in the show notes, the name of where I got these stitch markers from. So yeah, so that is that. I have made modifications. Instead of doing garter at the bottom, I did a ribbing so it wouldn't curl under, and I wouldn't have to block it as much. So yeah, that's the cowl. I think, yeah, it's a free pattern on Ravelry, so it's got some interesting stitch details in it that works well with the yarn, so I like it. And it's pretty easy to memorize too, so I don't really have to refer to the pattern as long as I can read the stitches, so which row I did last. That helps. And this is also in a new project bag from the Silver Shed. It's a Doctor Who. This is a medium-sized bag. So yeah, I'm already talking about Pretty Things. And then spinning works in progress. I made a little bit of progress on the Unwind Yarn Company roving. Bring up my wheel. So that is hand-dyed Swirl BFL in the color Black Magic Woman. And move this out of the way. So I've spun like that much since I last showed it, but I'm still on the first half of the roving, and then I split it up, so I'll do a 2-ply when it's done. But yeah, that is more spinning, and yeah, that's all my works in progress. Not too much knitting this time, unlike compared to last time. So yeah, but plenty of Pretty Things to show off. So in the mail a few weeks ago, I've been trying to spread out my stash acquisitions, but yeah, I ordered quite a bit recently, so I'll try and space them out between episodes, but I definitely have to show some of it because I really want to knit with it. But I feel like I should show it before I start knitting with it. So I got 2 skeins from Skein in Australia. They're both the Uptown sock, and she was having a sale a few weeks ago, so I snagged up some Uptown sock, and this is the first one. The colorway is New Wave, and let's see, focus. So that's the color. It's a fingering weight single ply yarn, and I kind of like the idea of having a single ply sock, like some cozy house socks, so I might make these into actual socks. It's super wash merino, so that's helpful, but they since it's a single ply, I might not wear as well, which I probably wouldn't wear them as often, or in shoes or anything like that. So yeah, that's the first skein. And then I got another skein of Uptown sock, and this color is Poetic. It's got these really pretty dark purples and light pinks. I really like this one. This might turn into a shawl or something that I can show off more. So that is that. And then I also, along with these 2 bags, I got a 3rd bag from the Silver Shed, and this is a large bag. And this has, right now it has my which one was it? One of the shawls that I'm working on. I can remember what it was called. Winter Sea Shawl. That's inside there, but I haven't really worked on it. But it's got this great chevron patterning on the inside, and then it has all this like geeky stuff on the outside, which is exciting. So this is the large bag, and they all have the little zipper pulls with the lobster hook, which is kind of nice. You can take that off if you need to, but it works as a handle, so like when I was outside during our barbecue, I could just hold on to it like this and then knit with the needles like that. So yeah, I really like these. I have the Fox one is also from the Silver Shed, so I really like her bags. And they've got a little bit of padding on the inside, or like a lining, not a lining, but like, yeah, a little bit of padding, so your needles don't like poke through, and they can stand up really well. So yeah, that's stash acquisitions, pretty things for this time. So that brings us to Local Delights. Let's see, a couple weeks ago, last week, something like that, I was in Walnut Creek in Concord for work, and I met my friend Miriam at a coffee shop that is relatively new. It opened up this year in downtown Walnut Creek. It's on Main Street, and it's called Coffee Shop, which is probably the hardest thing to search for if you're looking for something online. But if you search for Coffee Shop Walnut Creek, it comes up. But it's this new local coffee shop. They have coffee from different roasters. I think they serve Stumptown is one of the ones. I don't know if they have 4 Barrel, but I think they pull from different roasters, local or at least on this side of the States, and serve their coffee. I don't know, I had a mint iced latte, so I don't know what espresso they had. I should have asked, but it was really good. I really like their latte. They don't, for their mint latte, they don't use actual mint leaves, they use a mint syrup, so it's different than Phil's, which uses actual mint leaves on their mint mojito, but it was still good. The latte was good too, and I didn't need to add any sugar, which was nice. So yeah, it was a nice coffee shop, and then the inside is really nice. It's not too big, but it had, at the time at least, it had a lot of seating. It had like succulents around on the tables. They were really cute, and there was some outdoor seating, but not much. Most of it was inside because it's on a long strip of shops, so there's not that much outdoor space. But yeah, it was really nice, and I'll probably go back there if I'm around for work. get some coffee if I want something else besides Starbucks. But yeah, so that is Local Delights. And that would bring us to Wibbly Wobbly Timey Wimey, which, wow, this is a fast show today. And I don't have too much to talk about for Doctor Who. I didn't actually get to watch the Doctor's Finest series that they've been putting on because I have no way of streaming BBC America right now. So, but I did watch a couple of the interviews that they had up online with the girl that's hosting the Doctor's Finest. So they have some of those interviews up on YouTube. They're just quick ones like, why do you like the show, and how do you see the show changing, etc. So those are interesting. But yeah, the new season is coming up on September 19th, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do with it. Hopefully it will be a good season. So yeah, that's kind of all I have for Wibbly Wobbly. I'll probably be talking about the episodes again, like when the season comes on, like I did last season. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Quick show today. Yeah, but social media stuff, I'm Eliana Knits on Ravelry, Unperfect529 on Twitter and Instagram, Pinterest. And yeah, there's a group on Ravelry, Knits and Stuff Podcast. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.